Have you ever felt a deep instinct about something, but then second guessed yourself? Maybe you're caught in this cycle of fear and doubt about the future, unsure whether it's intuition or anxiety talking. Today, we're diving into the Gate 57, the archetype of instinct, the most intuitive energy in the entire human design chart. So by the end of this video, you'll understand how to trust yourself more, how to clear out limiting beliefs, and to step into deep self-knowing. So let's get into it. There are 7 gates in our spleen center, 7 main archetypes in one of our awareness centers called the Self-Actualization Center in quantum human design. We're going to be going through each one of these gates, one video at a time. And what I hope for you is that having the awareness of these energies, specifically the shadow expression of these energies, will help you as it has helped me when I first learned about them in regard to being able to quickly identify the onset of fear and anxiety. Now, there are many things that can contribute to the onset of fear and anxiety, but having this knowledge and this awareness can at least help you to quickly see if it's coming from one of these 7 places. And I don't know about you, but for me, I deeply appreciate having a language to identify and assess what it is that I may be feeling and why. I'm not saying these gateways are the only places fear and anxiety come from, but knowing this can help you determine if they are at the root of what you're feeling and experiencing. If you assess and conclude that it's not coming from any of these places, then you've ruled that out, and in turn, that has helped you get a little bit closer to what may be the actual cause. Knowing the flip side of the shadow of these archetypes, which is the exalted, the higher, or the optimal expression, helps me to shift the mindset and flip the narrative, enabling me to make a conscious choice to take back or take over the story that's playing out in my mind. Human design shows us that everything in your chart, every layer, every element, every part represents an archetypal energy that can be expressed and experienced in an infinite number of ways as the human character that we are here playing. Every archetypal energy has a conditioned or shadow expression, a challenge or lesson that it's meant to teach us, and then an exalted or a quantum expression. And these lessons, these challenges are each embodied into the archetypal themes to help us grow. So learning and growth go hand in hand, and that is ultimately what we're doing here on this planet in Earth School. When we become familiar with the spectrum of these energies, we are empowered with this awareness and inner standing to take back control over the story and life experiences. Our Spleen Center, or Self-Actualization Center in quantum human design, is the center for survival, instinct, timing, and the immune system. The resiliency keys of self-trust and courage reside here. When our energy centers are cleared and calibrated, we come into energetic alignment, creating harmony in our energy, in our body, and this is ultimately what allows us to experience optimal well-being. When this center is defined or colored in, you have a consistent awareness around intuition, instinctual decisions or responses, and timing. And when this center is undefined or open or white in your chart, you have a variable experience of not only your own intuition, instinctual pulses, and timing, but you amplify other people's as well. When we have an undefined or open spleen center, we tend to hold on to things longer than is good for us. So if you have this center white on your chart, I invite you to contemplate what you may be holding on to that is no longer serving your best interest or your highest good, and then make the choice to let it go, release it. And this can be a thing, a thought, or even a relationship. Today we're talking about the Gate 57, which is the archetype of instinct in quantum human design. This is the most intuitive energy in the whole chart, and it's in the astrological sign of Libra. The intention of this communication today is to also bring your awareness to this archetypal energy, to clear out any limiting beliefs, any old and stuck, stagnant energy, and bring it back into balance and harmony. So you can check your chart if you have it handy to see if you have the gate 57 defined, colored in, or open, not colored in on your chart. Either way, everything that we're going to talk about today applies to you, and we'll get more into what this theme entails in a moment. If you need to run your quantum human design chart, you can do so for free using the link in the description of this video. You'll need to know your exact birth time, birth date, and birthplace in order to run an accurate chart. If you don't know your exact birth time, you can check out the video also linked below for some tips on how to get it. I want to point out where the gate 57 is on your chart, right here. You'll find it located in the Spleen Center. You can see here on my chart that I don't have this gate defined or activated. If yours is not defined either, like mine, that means that you experience this theme, this energy in an inconsistent or a variable way. You take in the energy from other people that you're around who do have it defined or activated in their chart, and from the temporary planetary transits that activate this gate. And you will not only receive that energy in, but you're going to amplify it. However, due to how conditioning works, even if you have this open, you still may feel like you experience this theme all of the time. And if you do have the gate 57 activated in your natal chart, then you actually experience this archetypal theme in a more fixed and consistent way. Before we start talking about the shadow or the conditioned expression of this energy today, I want to remind you that the intention of talking about this is to bring this into your conscious awareness, to have it be top of mind, to allow you to become mindful of when this theme starts playing out. Your invitation today is to clear out, release, and let go of any conditioning. When we start talking about letting go of something, especially letting go of fear, worry, and anxiety that we've gotten so used to having around and experiencing, it can feel really scary, like we tighten our grip even more and clench up and contract because you may not know who you are or how to be without it. It may be such a foreign concept, so unfamiliar to not only imagine who you would be without it, but there's a part of you that may feel like you literally don't know how to be without it because you've had it for so long. It just feels like it's a natural part of you. If that is how you are feeling, I'm going to encourage you to just focus on today, right here, right now, be present with me, and decide not to focus on any overwhelming thoughts that seem too big or too much. So let's take an intentional breath together. Slowly inhale through your nose, hold it for a moment, and slowly exhale through your nose. And let that exhale linger a little longer. Let all your air out. Let's do one more. Slowly inhale through your nose. Hold it. And then slowly exhale through your nose. Let all your air out. Good. Okay, you can breathe normal. Let me remind you of this. You are safe. You are held, you are seen, you are loved, you matter so much, and you don't need to hang on to anything that is not serving your highest good. Let me say that again. Please hear me. You are safe, you are held, you are seen, you are loved, you matter so much, and you don't need to hang on to anything that is not serving your highest good. So let's anchor that in with one more deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. Slowly exhale through your nose. And breathe normally. So looking first at the shadow or unbalanced expression of the gate 57, this feels like or gets expressed as fear of the future, fear of the unknown. Feeling like you don't trust yourself and your own knowingness. This looks like self-doubt worry, anxiety about what's to come down the road. Instinct and intuition are in the now, and it's by no means logical. So it can have you doubting yourself a lot. As I said, this energy is meant to be in the now, the only moment there is. But the conditioning and the projection of ego mind has you paralyzed with fear and worry and anxiety about a future that doesn't even exist. What doesn't exist isn't real, it's an illusion. Yet you're so powerful that it seems real and it feels real. And therefore, having this awareness is tremendously helpful in bringing you back to what is actually true. Okay, so let's talk about the balanced or optimal or quantum expression of this gate 57. This looks like you are opening up to the potential and possibility of trusting yourself, your own insights, your instincts, and your intuitive pulses that you get in the moment. You sense and know the difference between your intuitive hits and your instinctive responses versus the fear of the future and the unknown. You become more and more connected with your gift of clairaudience and your own sense of right timing. You become more and more clear on what you need to do in order to feel and be prepared for the future that you wish to see and how to co-create with the universe. You're able to craft a plan to take any necessary steps that you can take now, fully trusting in the timing and the unfolding of it all. This looks like you are fully aware of your abilities to sense and know when the timing is right to take action and intuitively knowing what you can do while you're waiting. Next, I'm going to share with you 3 mantras or affirmations that you can start using for the gate 57. If any or all of these resonate with you, feel free to repeat them daily. You can speak them out loud, you can say them quietly to yourself, or even write them down on a sticky note and place it someplace that you'll see it every day, like your bathroom mirror. I allow all fear, worry, and anxiety to be cleared out of my energy field and return to the source of its origin, transmuted completely and healed to completion now. And so I am free. It is safe for me to trust my intuition. I work with my instinctual pulses and trust all my senses. You can return to this video as many times as you need. If you start to feel that fear of the future or the unknown start to creep back in, and remember, if that happens, you can practice flipping the script. Remind yourself of what's true, which is only in the present moment. And in this now moment, you are deeply connected and supported by Source. You'll have what you need to have when you need to have it. You'll do what you need to do when you need to do it. You flow in the current of divine timing. I love connecting with you in the comments. When you comment, it makes it easier to communicate and build community. And as a fourth line who feels that everything is better together, that's so important to me. So let me know what resonated with you from this video, or you can let me know if you have the gate 57 activated or not in your chart, how you experience this energy. And if you don't know what to say, you can simply leave the eye emoji. Remember, you are loved. I'll see you in the next video.